Hey! What's happening, 360? Get ready, y'all.
To the Starbucks songs, to your new best friend, to your breakup song. They all play out like your favorite days. You love the summertime and it ain't gonna change. Rapping with no cause, rapping with no cause. You always teachers that be looking for applause. See who refused the laws didn't have applause. It was the summertime to us, it had no flaws. Rapping with no cause, rapping with no cause. You always teachers that be looking for applause. See who refused the laws didn't have applause. It was the summertime to had no flaws.
We get ready to shift, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Morning Coffee with Mario. All free music pre-show. Remember, all that music is all free to you. You just have to follow those links and get it. Part of the Creative Commons movement, which embraces artists and uses their music to spread to you so they can sell their brand, but they retain their right for commercial use. So again, we're part of that Creative Commons movement. Coming up next, Morning Coffees. Those of you at Facebook, you're going to have to refresh your page because we segment the show, so I got to refresh this broadcast, refresh that page, and come on right back as we bring you Morning Coffee with Mario. Alexa, begin playlist broadcast transition.
Your playlist, broadcast transition, on Amazon Music.
Affecting that transition, ladies and gentlemen, as we do. Facebook people, refresh that page. Ladies and gentlemen, we're affecting that transition, reestablishing that connection to Facebook, and it looks as if we are connected. And so it is, and we begin the Morning Coffee Show with all systems in full effect. Exercise time! I see you, PMC. Time to shake your hips. Everybody, come on, it's that time. You know you're looking fine. It's time for the morning coffee. It's time. we came to do. Come on! Be cool! Whoa! What's happening, everybody? I must be getting in better shape because I'm making it all the way through Be Cool without falling totally out of breath. But so welcome, everyone. Give it up, everybody. I'm here this morning with my partner in crime. Give it up for Victor Allen. Over there working 3 switchers.
Avengers forever, man.
That is the Trump line. The Trump line. That is the line for today. It's Monday, April 29th. Let me tell you, that's the kind of weekend it's been, Vic. It's true. It's been all about Marvel and the Avengers. Wow, Vic, but we haven't seen it. Have you seen it? We haven't.
I shall not tell a lie. I just won't tell you.
I haven't seen it. I've been trying to see it, but you know the movie's 3 hours long. It's the reviews are excellent. People say that people are crying, that the script is so good that they get you so involved that people are crying, and even all the non-comic book people are into it, busting and breaking the records. Let's give it up for the Marvel. Finally taking superhero movies seriously. We've been waiting for this all these years, so I'm happy. I'm happy. So welcome. It's Monday. Alexa, sing Good Morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I don't know. Alexa, volume 10. Man, she sounds soft. Try it again. Alexa, sing Good Morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Get your gusto up, girl. Shoot, what can I say? Anyway, a lot of stuff happening. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm celebrating because, coming up is Cinco de Mayo. Let's give it up. Coming up is Cinco de Mayo. Next Sunday, you guys, it's going to be Cinco de Mayo. I love Cinco de Mayo. I get to celebrate the heritage and the culture of my Mexican friends and family. And so we got to give it up for them. Sunday, I do it now because we'll be back Monday. It will be past Cinco de Mayo. The drinking will have been completed. And we'll be back. Hey, but it's that kind of day. Vic, one of the things, I don't know if you knew, take a look at this. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son graduated from college. Now, I don't know if they paid to get him in or not.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. But he looks like his daddy spit him out.
You know what? That's not a way to put it, man.
Well, let's like this. I give it up to every parent whose child graduates.
Oh, yeah, man. Definitely, man.
Anything. Just
Not question.
graduate.
Will Terminator be the longest running film series in history since his son now can take up the reins?
We're going to find out.
Sorry for sipping, you guys. It's just that coffee.
That coffee's good,
Hey,
huh?
man,
We got our morning coffee.
I'm just asking the question.
We got our morning coffee.
Will he be in movies in any form or fashion related to the Terminator series, or will it end before he can get his game?
I never thought about that. Remember, Vic said it first. In other words, they can go get the young, Baina is his last name.
Right.
They can go get the young, let me pull this picture back up. They can go pull the young Joseph Baina and have him play,
Anything.
Terminator.
You can make him baby Terminator.
Because he looks just like his daddy.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man. Why not? Hey, continue the franchise, right?
Yeah, continue the franchise. Hey, I'm continuing to celebrate the fact that a CBS poll has shown that 65% of Americans support marijuana legalization. Let's give it up for that.
All right.
Still celebrating that. Which really is the lead into one of my shows, one of the segments of the show today, because during Marijuana for Dummy, Vic, I'm going to be talking about plans that Mexico has. Plans that Mexico has to legalize marijuana, supposedly coming by October. So maybe think about that Mexico trip.
Okay. You going?
Hey, we're going to find out. So I'll be talking a little bit more about that during the Marijuana for Dummies segment. In the news, I'm going to be talking about the Circle of Friends around the Donald beginning to implode as he has a public beef now with Napolitano. So it's going to be Fox. Is Fox News shifting to the left, or at least a little bit, teeny little bit?
You said
No.
now. Who is it that he's having an inside?
Andrew Napolitano.
Oh, Napoleon ice cream. Got you, man.
Did I say it right? Yeah,
No.
Napolitano. Yeah.
You got it, man.
Andrew Napolitano. So these are one of his longtime supporters. So the fact that we're seeing that they're having their public beefs, that's a big deal.
You know what he does. He says, "Don't strike at me. I come back hard swinging." And nobody made him back up yet, right?
Well, we're gonna see. As
All right.
that's in the news today. Hey, 1 year ago, I published this Facebook posting here, all about "Make America Impeach Again." Let's take a look. Take a look right here. 1 year ago, and part 2 of that, "Resign, Mother." Witch hunt. These are all from 1 year ago. Facebook. 1 year ago. So what can I say, man? It's all kind of stuff, all kind of goodies. So Facebook memories is a big deal. Love those Facebook memories. Here's one that they have up there, and I'm gonna. It has a play button. It features Victor with hair.
Yeah.
Does it have sound?
Now you probably don't.
Oh,
wanna
I
hear
know.
it.
Da dee 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 dee.
Yeah.
La dee 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 dee.
I won't even say what age we are. I look like the box cut. It's okay.
That's a pretty dirty animation. I meant to be.
I'm telling you, man.
We took all this a feel of hey, man. All right, and that's it. Give it up for the Facebook animation. What can I say when it's that good? The weather's been pretty good around here, and we have to admit we try not to throw it in your face too often, but we live in sunny California. For example, go on, Vic.
We had rain last night, man.
We had rain.
Yes, we did. Oh. Some stuff is in the driveway.
Where was I?
Some stuff is in the driveway.
I know I was about to say.
That's what I said.
Oh Lord.
It was a surprise, man. It caught
Rain.
everybody off guard.
Rain.
Yeah, man.
So Alexa, what's the weather in View Park, California? Alexa, weather in View Park, California.
In View Park, California, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for lots of clouds, with a high of 65 degrees and a low of 56 degrees.
All right, she got it right. Now let's see about the weather and some of our friends. Alexa, what's the weather in Port Townsend, Washington, where Mac McAllister is from?
Currently, in Port Townsend, Washington, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 60 degrees and a low of 45 degrees.
All right. We're going to have the full week this week. We have the quiet storm. We don't have a official Friday agenda yet, but we're working on it. But we got the quiet storm coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a great show. Tune in for that. Interactive live DJ experience featuring old school jazz and R&B to be there. Vic, what you got coming up today?
Well, let's see. How's LA doing with sports? Okay, I'm gonna give a recognition to somebody who's playing MVP out of LA. Now you just got to think about that for a moment. Since the second round kicked off on sports, I guess you could say, world. I don't have to give you anything that you don't know, but I will give you something about the NFL draft day as it relates to where's your check, and did you get as much or get more than you expected? Also in hot picks, are you suited for the cash? So I'm gonna tell you, are you suited for the cash? Some people say checks, but everybody knows when you say cash, it has a different role off your cash. Give me the cash, give me the check. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man.
Cash, not ass.
I'm gonna leave that one alone, bro. Leave that one alone.
All right, we'll be right back with news and more. Here's a slideshow animation of the week. We'll be right back. I'm sipping my drink.
No. Keep going. When you get ready to do the next segment,
Just tell me.
yeah, because this one is
Me coming out of this?
Yeah, because you're doing it anyway.
Yeah, just tell me. Out of this stop you're
Yeah, don't worry about it.
okay.
Yeah,
I can remind me, I'm gonna try to be ready.
yeah, no problem.
Mike coming back up.
In a way, I kind of like it because it's mostly you.
But just tell me what you want.
Oh, no. When you started it, because you're the lead in it, it's still fun.
But after this will come out.
Sorry, you guys. Hey, look, when you come up, something like that, they go live, you know, and you guys, you can see me, you can see my bag, working with video, happy Monday, this is how we do it. You guys know how to see what we do. Give you a little bit of taste of what's happening, entertainment, sports, politics, and alternatives. Just want to keep it real. I got to respect my personal family. Been a while. I got you guys back. I will be for my series separate from this. Unfortunately, there's things going on. It's going to be a conflict. I know.
Say something about the heat. Getting ready, y'all. Latest animation featuring the photos from the recent videos shoot here at the campus here at Pax Stereo. That was Nils. And that was a very special video shoot.
Yes, sir.
Wow, one that was really special to us. All right, now we do a bunch of social media juggling, and we're about to do that now because part of the show we stream live to Victor's audience, right, Vic?
Oh, I love it, man.
And tell them what we're about to do now. We stream live to your audience, and then we switch it up because you can interact with them yourselves.
Yeah, what we're doing is but it actually being more specific to the subject. And if you see Mario at the beginning of the show, why not see it in my community, in my profile? Mario, per topic almost, is getting to subjects where he'd literally go, okay, I'm going to switch it because it's now going to be featured more on this subject, which Victor's carrying, or of course, Mario. And he's doing it on the fly while he's live. You ask why? Because he runs this bitch.
And that and $2 will get you.
Right. That's it.
So we're going to connect Victor's audience right now. So Vic, I'm turning your Twitter, I'm turning your Periscope and Twitter
They're already running his backup. One, and the Twitch family, get ready. It's about to go off.
You want me to turn off your Twitch over to you too?
Yes.
Okay, so we're turning Vic's Twitch over to him, and we're turning Vic's Twitter Periscope over to his audience, so those folks
And I'll be
will
engaging
connect with you.
This is why I said this is what they say. You're playing with power. We just need sponsors. We just need sponsors.
We just need sponsors. Y'all ready for some news?
Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. The good news, the bad news. Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Not necessarily in that order, but you know, I don't go out there looking for this stuff. It's the news that comes across my desk that I find the most interesting, the stories that I'm following. And so it is. First of all, we got to send prayers out to John Singleton. I did an update just a little while ago, Vic. He's still doing fairly poorly after his stroke, still in coma.
Yeah.
That tells you something about the degree of brain injury. The longer that you're in coma, the more brain injury sort of says that you're having it. That's why it's taking you more time to recuperate. So we want to send our prayers out to John Singleton. Bless you, brother, and his struggles to deal with this stroke.
Yeah.
These kind of ailments that are going around.
Yeah. Prayers.
Like we said, good news, bad news, and other shit. The whole weekend really has been about Trump. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Trump, because the Mueller report is now that it's fully clear to everyone that the so-called summary that was released by Attorney General Barr was totally inaccurate, totally understating the scope of the findings that Mueller has detailed quite specifically in this report. At least 10 instances of obstruction. So, it looks bad. Trump is going around now, he's getting paranoid, and even folks at Fox News have had a little beef with him. The latest one is what's come up between Trump and former Judge Andrew Napolitano, who he's been tweeting about, and has now him responding saying, "Is this the way you treat your friends?" Let me take a look at it right here. Supposedly, this is the quote. "This is the way you treat your friends? How do you treat your enemies?" This is what the judge supposedly said when opening up the segment Monday morning. He wanted to divert attention from what Mueller had said about him and what I had commented about Mueller to his relationship with me. His relationship with me is not the story. He and I have been friends for 30 years and will probably be for the next 30 years. And still, Napolitano characterized Trump's attack on him as simply brilliant. Wow. The circle of friends beginning to implode, and that's really part of the scenario. See, whether you believe it or not, the issue really with impeachment is that there's no way to actually effectively get Trump removed with the impeachment effort because of the control of the Senate by the Republicans, who just seem to be entrenched. Without their support, you can't impeach Trump. Now, you can impeach him, but you can't remove him from office. Now, some studies have shown that the effort to impeach Trump galvanizes his base. Because of that, and because of the fact that when the Republicans unsuccessfully tried to impeach, did impeach, start impeachment proceedings against President Clinton at the time, that when that failed, there was an immediate political backlash that caused them to lose seats and actually resulted in Newt Gingrich being replaced as Speaker of the House. Now this, I remind everybody, is different than today. See, today, because of that, because of the fact that studies show that it'll rile up his base, because of the fact that Clinton, the unsuccessful impeachment effort against Clinton had a backlash. The Democratic leadership today doesn't want to talk about impeachment. Now, I want to make the point to you that the reason that there was a backlash against the Clinton impeachment effort, because it was a stupid impeachment effort. They're impeaching him over lying, even though it's a serious offense of lying, but he lied about a blowjob. Okay? So even though he did lie, and that's why we were the laughing stock of the world. Around the world, all the governments, they were laughing at us because we led impeachment for lying, but the lying was that he lied about a blowjob. So this is different. This is about lying about something way more than a blowjob. So I suggest that people would take it differently. But again, if you want to know why the Democrats are not talking, the leadership is not, it's for those two specific reasons. Okay? Now my point is I don't even care about galvanizing his base. At some point you say, my 60 beats your 40. At some point you say that. Vic, you're laughing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to laugh. It's just that, I didn't think you was going to use blowjob. I'm sorry, man.
Those you don't know what it is, Google it. I can Google it for you.
Oh, my eyes are watering. Okay.
Alexa.
I'm not trying.
What's a blowjob?
It's,
I'd rather not answer that.
Thank you.
Thanks. Even Alexa.
No. Now, let me say this. I am not making this light. I'm just trying to figure out how to explain it to like a 10-year-old. And I want to use your technique.
Well,
I want to use your
in today's world, 10-year-olds probably know about blowjobs since they're talking about stuff sucking all the time. This sucks and that sucks, which is actually a reference to oral sex anyway, since half of the parents out there seem to let their children say that.
I see
what the damn difference is.
But see, I'm not. You have the advantage because you're putting it out there. You have way more credibility than I do because I'm laughing and there are people going, "That's serious," and I got it. I do, and I agree. There are degrees. I just want to see the ruler of where they go. When you said my 60 weighs your 40, I want to know what's happening there between 41 and 59. So
hey, that's what everybody else want to find out too.
Dude, I think it's great though, bro. No, man. Hey, when you see it turning right now, you see it. The same thing that he got him where he is not going to be the same going into 2020. That's the same because you already have so much you can pit against him as it relates to the baggage coming in. Before it was just a matter of his words and what he said about access or whatever that reference to him saying what he could do, and he didn't have all this baggage unraveling. Now that's not an advantage going into 2020. So.
No, it's not. And here's the thing: the timing is such that other legal efforts are going to be unveiled. And I'm telling you this. As you move closer to this election, you got other legal proceedings that are going to be unveiled. Right. So things are heating up. It's heating up because, one, the president seems to be not only unwilling to respond to any subpoenas, but telling folks not to respond, right, which is illegal. Remember, I predicted in my broadcast of 5/22/17 that the president will continue to break the law all the way up to the time he was removed from office. Yeah. And this, you can't tell other people to ignore, you can't tell them to commit a crime, right, to ignore subpoenas. So that's what's heading out this week. Also, Attorney General Barr being called before committees this week. So you have things that are happening this week. It's going to be a busy week in the world of Trump. Make sure you're there. As we say here at Pax Stereo TV. Yeah. Tick tock. Yeah. Tick tock. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the good news. And the other shit. All right, coming up next, Marijuana for Dummies. You know we like to get our musical interludes in here. You would think I would have that, but I always kind of wing it on that part. I have a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Musical interludes. Oh, yeah. Well, we play them before the show. And those of you who are there with the pre-show know a bunch of this music because we can use it. Coming up next, Marijuana for Dummies. It's going to be hot and heavy. I'm smoking some jackalope. I'll tell you all about it. Coming up next. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Favorite days. You love the summertime and it ain't gonna change. Rapping with no cause, rapping with no cause. You want attention, said you looking for applause. See who refused the loss, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to us, it had no flaws. Rapping with no cause, rapping with no cause. You want attention, said you looking for applause. See who refused the loss, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime, so it had no flaws.
Music all the time. That's right, that was Love Shadow featuring them three and the Clangers. Them three and the... Hey, I don't like to... Hey, but that's Love Shadow. Go and get that. To Be Loved. Love that track. Remember, all free music featured here at Pax Stereo all the time. Keeps us out of that copyright trouble and also allows you to get some good music whenever you're there. Gotta say hi to Vic. We got plenty of folks in the chat room. I got Rena. She's one of my faves. Always showing me support and love. Thank you, Rena. Gotta acknowledge you and your wonderful greetings. Eric Ramsey's there. Arvina White. Alicia. Okay. Or Alicia, excuse me. Vic, we got Eric Black is still in Cali Muscle. Mac is all over the place.
Yeah, all day.
And Jose
Welcome.
Venegas.
Welcome all day. All day, peeps.
Y'all ready to talk about some weed?